The National Bank of Poland, in cooperation with the World Bank, hosted a seminar on economic development in a transforming world at the NBP's head office in Warsaw on Thursday, April 12th.
We have gathered today to discuss new trends and emerging models of growth and economic development in an evolving world. Central bankers usually spend little time on discussing development and development assistance. They prefer to talk about growth. But as we have learned over the years, economic growth and development are closely interconnected, and one may not be easily sustained without the other.
On hand at the seminar to discuss economic development and highlight the issue of democratizing development was the managing director of the World Bank, Ms. Caroline Anstey.
I'm going to focus in my remarks on one slice of those very interesting questions that were just posed, and talk about democratizing development in a transforming world.
Ms. Anstey said that to stay relevant, today's models of global growth must take into account the multipolar distribution of economic clout and the rising influence of emerging markets. Another issue raised at the seminar was the need for structural reforms. According to Mr. Peter HARROLD, the World Bank country director for Central Europe and the Baltic countries, the reforms are key to achieving medium-term growth strategies.
A lot of attention in the world to macroeconomic reforms, to fiscal reforms, but one of the key discussion points was that that will address the short-term imbalance question, but it won't address the medium-term growth question, and it is that structural reform, the reforms that will increase competitiveness, increase productivity, especially within Europe, that will lead to the medium-term growth agenda.
Also discussed were how the experiences of countries that have already gone through socio-economic transformation can assist the early transition countries in their reforms.
Much more fundamentally, though, is we know that it isn't simply money that makes the difference. If you put money into a poor policy environment or an environment with undeveloped institutions, undeveloped capabilities, nothing much happens. When money goes into a good policy environment where institutions function and are able to deliver, then you get double the reward. And Poland has had a remarkable experience in how it has transformed institutions.
According to Mr. PAWEł SAMECKI, the National Bank of Poland endeavors to act as a facilitator in debates on global development.
We are a partner for the World Bank, and that's why we want to facilitate such debates between academia, between NGOs, major players in the business circles, and of course public administration. So we are a kind of a focal point in which can bring different actors, different stakeholders to discuss important issues important for global development.